This is a little flash game, I think. I don't remember what it was about. Chapter 1, Shadow of Choice. What am I doing? Living this shadow of a life. Searching my wine for answers that don't exist. Okay, this music is too loud. I'm a ghost that should have been left in the past. I should have died that day. ... Dark thoughts, baby. Hashtag dark thoughts. Dark thoughts. The only kind I seem to know these days. Are those dice? A way to pass some time? To forget, even for a moment. Besides, easy money. Mind if I join? I don't lose at dice. Oh, you don't? Ha! You lost. Damn, gotta think fast. Really fast. What, you flip a table and go out the window? How much did you bet? I must have outrun them by now, but I'm trembling with exhaustion. Seems the wine is taking its toll. Ow. What the? Umpin. Oh, umph. I thought it said umpin. Who is umpin? I guess a giant boulder falls and they go umph. That was too close. Crazy night. Let me just stop and think. Those guys at the inn, who were they? Probably Thieves' Guild. That would explain how I lost. It would also mean I have to pay the money back, otherwise I'm as good as dead. Thieves' Guild, falling rocks. Seems ill luck makes my company. Crazy night. Again, he already said crazy night. He's just like, man, crazy night, baby. Crazy night. Well, dawn now. So what now? I'm too much of a coward to embrace death. I better find gold fast. What's that piece of paper? Ha! Seems Lady Luna smiles on me still. What do you mean? Oh, this piece of paper? The Dawn offers gold for simple task. Inquire at the Basilica. Turn paper for map. What? There was dialogue and I did not see it. How do I get out of the map? I got it. Wait, what? I want to go back to where I was. I was like in front of a well and a cart or something. The place where I just took the paper from. A sun sitting atop a golden handle, together forming a mace. It is a symbol of the dawn, the Church of Dawn. The morning sun, symbol of Lord Dawn. So I guess this lights up when there's something that I can have dialogue about. My little fingered hand. I would hope you have a fingered hand. My little gloved hand. See, I think this is all hand-drawn too, which is cool. These altars are specific to Dawn's temples. By day, sunlight falls upon them through the stained glass domes above. By night, they glow of their own accord. This very striking stained glass window seems to gather the morning light and channel it towards the altar below. Alright, I think I looked at everything I can look at besides this person. The priest before you seems immersed in his work. As you begin your approach, he speaks without looking at you. Child, I realize that the earthquake must have seemed dangerous, but I am busy, and I cannot be bothered right now. Search the courtyard for other priests if you wish to find solace at this time. The earthquake? You search your memory and remember the falling rock. It makes sense now. You didn't realize it at the time due to exhaustion. It nearly spelled the death of me a little while ago. With a grunt, he takes his eyes off his work and focuses on you. It is good that you are alright, but others haven't had such luck, may Dawn shelter them. Now please excuse me, but I must prepare myself for morning sermons. I'm here about the job, priest. See? You take out the job offer and shove it to his face. Why you gotta shove it? It's fine. No pressure. First of all, I'm a Sun Lord. Show due respect. He flares with sudden rage, but just as suddenly subsides. I see you found my job offer, though. Interesting. I suppose you would like to apply. Let's see, if I was this person, I'd probably be curious about the earthquake. Also, this is kind of rude. Well, obviously. The job can wait. I'd like to know more about this earthquake I obviously missed. Have there been many casualties? There have been some adversities today. Several older buildings crumbling, several people hurt, but nothing too much. It is only natural people seek comfort within our walls. Altogether, though, it was unexpected. Parentum shouldn't have seen an earthquake today. Parentium. Yes, I know that much. You have wizards and priests protecting the city against such occurrences. Interesting to have one get away from you, though. Do you have a point to make, child? Nothing we ever do is without a margin for error, so I would not read too much into it. And I thought you came here about the job, not unimportant small talk. That is true. About the job, I would like to know what it entails, and what the reward might be. I must warn you, the job will be dangerous. That is why it pays 80 gold pieces, payable upon completion. Before we begin, I need you to tell me, do you know anything about olives and why they are so precious? As a matter of fact, I do. Olives are used in magic and various magic potions. Stories say olives used to be common, but ever since the 500-year war... The word war caught me off guard. I was like, 500-year. I thought the sentence was just going to be, ever since the 500-year. They can only grow in specific places. These places are rare, and most are under control of your own church. Most of that is true. Well, since you are marginally familiar with the situation, I can skip the lengthy explanations and get right to the point. There is an olive orchard near the city of Duacastros. I need you to go there and check if everything is all right, then report back to me. I see. I take it you have difficulty establishing contact. The usual caravans haven't made it through. Olive transport has trickled down to a halt, and we received no word as to why. Not one message. And to answer the question on your mind, yes, I've sent our own forces to deal with it, but hiring outside of the Dawn could prove a better, faster alternative. A smart thing to do, I agree, and profitable for me. So, what do you want me to do exactly? What do you want me to do exactly? Look, I'm sight reading, okay? Give me a break. A simple scouting expedition. Reach the orchard, find out if everything is in order, or if not, find out what went wrong. Bring actual proof of you being there. Say a handful of olives should suffice. He looks behind him at the basilica window. And then back at you. I trust all is clear. I must prepare for morning sermons. It all seems clear to me. Reach Duacastros through a dangerous forest that separates our two cities. See what went wrong, what your own soldiers couldn't do. Report back with proof, a handful of olives or some such, worth as much or more than the gold you offer. I'm ready to start. Good. You may start your journey at the eastern gate, closest to Duacastros. And if you think of stealing some olives for yourself, know that not only will you not receive the reward money, you will be tried and sent to jail. Is this understood? Perfectly. He sounds like more and more of an asshole the more— That's how every time that I do any voice, the longer I do it, the more you sound like a stupid little bastard. Because I love the stupid little bastard voice. Good. Now, if there are no more questions, I must ask you to leave. I don't know. I always play like a scholar character in games. Like, every time that I have the chance, every time that I'm playing a game where I can choose my playstyle to any degree, where I have, like, dialogue choices or anything, I always play very much like someone who is trying to learn everything, because that's how I play games. I want to know everything, I want to learn everything, I want to see everything, I want to get all the lore, I want to get all the dialogue options, so I feel like, even if it might be out of character, because this person, at least from the non-optional dialogue, seems like they're very like, I just want to get my fucking money and get out of here. But I will go a little bit out of character and ask an extra question because I do want to hear more information. He probably won't give me more information. I'll ask this question, I'll be like, get the fuck out, but you know, whatever. Well, one more question. It's about the earthquake that nearly killed me. Isn't Parentium usually protected from such things? The earthquake today is unfortunate. Some older buildings have crumbled and people are worried it might happen again. It's only natural for them to seek comfort with us. Even though it was relatively weak, I wish there was more we could do. I know for a fact that Parentium is protected by your own wizards and priests against such disasters. We've already established this. Yes, it is. That is why people are making such a big deal of this. It shouldn't have happened at all, but now that it's over, no more reason to worry. Those things are aside. I trust our business is concluded. I have a sermon to prepare, so I'd appreciate if you'd let me do it. Yes, I take my leave. Farewell, Sun Lord. Farewell, Sun Lord. Oh, farewell, Sun Lord. Where the hell the fuck am I supposed to go? Oh, okay, I can go here now. Why can't I go like all these places? Where was I in the beginning? Sylvian came to the gate hoping to leave town. Is that the main character? That's me. That's me. My name is Sylvian. Sylvian came to the gate hoping to leave town. An hour later, he still stood there, cold sweat trickling down his neck. I cannot move. What is it that shackles me here, by chains no man can see? What secret yet unspoken? The long hours stretched, and in time answers came, floating on memories. Memories never truly forgotten, merely buried in wine or brandy. Memories of Cloak, Peach, and Poet. Cloak. Okay, some sort of war thing. Peach. Some impaled woman. Poet. Like a giant dog. Weak and unable to face his mistakes, Sylvian turned back towards the city. Coward. Miserable excuse for a human walking towards certain death. Find a way, coward. Dying is easy. Find a way. A weapon, a map, and what belongs to you. Find those and maybe you will not share the same fate. Maybe you will let yourself leave. Maybe. Okay, so I can't even leave. Aren't I supposed to be getting out of here, going to gabba gabba doo gabba to olives? I find a map and I find what? Oh, who's that little boy with the red nose? That little red-nosed boy. Chains and shield hanging upon the wall. Pretty useful and sturdy, if you do say so yourself, although too heavy for hauling long distances. Is there anything I can click on extra? Oh! I didn't mean to steal it! Okay, he's a little Butterfingers, isn't he, Sylvian? Little Butterfingers boy. A piece of flexible iron wire you stole from the blacksmith. A barrel of used, battered swords. Maybe they're waiting to get fixed? You cannot think of any other use for them. A rat! No, what possible, insane reason would I have to pick up rats from the street? To have friends? Hello? A traveling companion? A baby? A strong fire, but not the blazing kind you'd usually expect in a smithy. I guess I have to talk to this man. There are numerous blacksmiths in Parentium, yet you decide to visit this one. It's not that he's the best, or the cheapest, or even the most friendly, but from everything you've heard, he's a person who will at least likely remember... But from everything you've heard, he's a person who will least likely remember you being here, and that is exactly what you need right now. Blacksmith, I would like to order a weapon from you. His gaunt face stares at the floorboards for a few moments more. He looks up, his face red and his eyes unable to fully focus on you, his drunkenness obvious. What? I'm sorry, I was lost in thought. What did you need? You seem troubled. Is it anything serious? As you look at him, beneath that veneer of alcohol, you notice something else. A wound hidden deep, buried just out of reach. The kind of wound you mend with alcohol. The kind that eats you up inside. The kind you're familiar with. It's nothing. It's just... something was lost to me. Something very precious. Do you think I can find this thing and in exchange you give me a weapon? He smiles, genuinely, and shakes his head. No. It is lost forever, I'm afraid, but thank you for asking. Would you like a drink? He raises up a pitcher of wine. You shake your head. Perhaps it's for the best. The smithy is ruined, and I'm not far behind. And unless I get my hammer back... Wait, do you think you could retrieve a thing stolen? Oh, I want to do all the dialogue options. I'm curious, I would say this, but I also want to say this. I guess this and this are basically the same option. This is just asking more questions, and I like to ask more questions, so... I think so. But I'm curious about one thing first. Your ruined smithy. What happened? The citywide shortages of iron have been going on for some time. I haven't seen any significant shipments in more than 2 months. Today, only the richest of smiths can afford the trickle of ore that remains. Others are reduced to melting down old weapons, while most find themselves out of business. And there is no indication as to why this is happening. He takes a big swallow from his pitcher. No. The Dawn tells us we'll soon receive an emergency shipment by sea. As for the land routes, most of them are cut off. Some of us believe it to be caused by bandits. Others speak of strange weather and natural disasters. Today's earthquake, for instance. But nobody knows for sure. At least not us common folk. I see. Let me ask you about something else, then. Stranger. You receive a nod and a smile. I'm afraid I will not be of much use, as the smithy is closed. Not that I'm of much use in the first place. Now here's the thing. I've never been drunk in my life. I don't know how drunk people talk. I'm just basing it off of the fact that, like, on TV shows, people slur their words, kind of. I have no idea. Well, I know that what he needs back is a hammer, but I want to get more information. I gotta get the information. Why is the smithy closed? Oh yeah. That's okay. I already did that. You mentioned you lost something. An item of some kind? And you would like it returned. Yes, I lost a simple hammer. It was a very dear family heirloom, passed on from father to son for 5 generations. Then, 2 days ago, a thief entered my house under shroud of night and stole it. This hammer is valuable. No, stranger, but sometimes it's not about the gold. Sometimes it's about the memories and the pride, the joy and the tears, and in these difficult times I find there's never enough of those, especially today. I see. I see. I see. In that case, I will see what I can do. Do you have any idea of where to start? Thank you, and no, I do not. But there must be someone in town who can give you information. I just don't know who. And if you find me the hammer, I will gladly give you a weapon of mine. He takes a gulp of wine and stares nostalgically through the window. The smithy is gone anyway, and I am just so tired. Then we are in agreement. I will find you the hammer, believe me. Before I go, let me ask you something else. It's about your hammer. I need to find some information on the theft, but I don't know where to start. Neither do I, I'm afraid. But there must be someone around town with information. Someone who either saw the thief or knows something about him. He looks up and back at you. Please find it. It's important to me. Do not worry. I will find your hammer. Farewell. Farewell. Alright, so I have, I stole from this drunk man. So that's here? Nope, this is a different place. Okay, my map navigation skills are not perfect. I hope this is okay. It's a very text-heavy game, so I feel like it's mostly gonna be reading. And I know that my reading is not the best because I can only do like 2 accents. And everybody has the same voice, just different variations of the same exact voice. But you know, okay, well. A barrel probably filled with sweet, sweet wine. Oh, more picking up rats from the street. What if I just want to collect rats? Can I get this knife? Can I get this bread? Yeah, I guess I wouldn't steal a knife or bread from this person either. He seems burly, like he could beat me up. Oh, I didn't mean to click on him. I was trying to click on stuff behind him. The innkeeper, whom you vaguely remember from last night, stands before you, dusting the inn and cleaning yesterday's mess. You aren't very proud of the fight that broke out because of you. Well, maybe a little bit. But there's nothing to be helped. All you can do now is get your gear and leave the innkeeper in peace. Greetings, good innkeeper. You hopefully don't remember me from last night. I, left quickly when the fight started, so some of my things were left behind. He stops dusting and looks at you straight in the eye, then freezes. He says nothing for quite some time, his eyes like burning pools of molten lava. He doesn't seem very well disposed. It's more like he seems to want to destroy your entire existence simply by looking at you. Sweat trickles down your back. I don't want to get beaten up, but also I do want my stuff. I, am sorry to bother you, but if you just let me have my things back, I'll, be on my way. Permanently. A long way away. With lightning speed only a fat innkeeper can manage, he flourishes his broom and thrusts the handle right to your throat, then stops millimeters away. Tell me. Oh god, that's too deep of a voice. It sounds like a fucking demon. Tell me, will you pay for the damage you caused? It wasn't really a question. Quickly now, those who owe money to the Thieves' Guild don't tend to live long. You try to gently push the broom handle away from your throat. It doesn't budge. So, you knew who I was gambling with. A little warning would have sufficed. I'm putting my hand up to my throat, so I sound like this. When a blithering idiot tries to gamble with members of the guild, who am I to stop them? It's their money and their life. Besides, the guild and I, we have an agreement. He tilts his head. Running away won't help, you know. The guild has eyes and ears in every city. Now, one last time. Pay for the damages? I don't know. Both options are equally kind of probably not what he wants to hear, so... see, the problem is... I don't have much money. Any at all, really. But perhaps I can pay off my debt some other way. If you don't have any money, then we have a problem. Or maybe not. He furrows his brow in thought, and slowly lowers the broom handle. Listen carefully. I'm holding a dinner tonight. There will be some very important customers, and their money could just about cover the damages. You will get me a lobster for the dinner. A lobster? That's stupid. For the dinner? Are you sure? It just seems like a waste of anyone's time and talent. His eyes flash momentarily to the broken window and the knife on the table. I have my reasons. What you need to do is listen to me now. Return once you've done what I ask, and then we'll talk. I'll even give you your gear back. But still, lobster sounds so trivial. Nevertheless, if that'll smooth out our differences, so be it. Excellent. You should try the docks. Maybe someone there is selling. But without money, perhaps we'll have to resort to thieving. He tilts his head back and laughs. You don't find it funny, though. Don't worry, I'll get it one way or another. The docks, you say. Goodbye. I did not know how to read the docks, you say. There's nothing else to click on. Oh my god, I keep going to the wrong thing. Okay, I can now access the docks. The basilica is locked and will probably stay so until morning sermons. You hope to be long gone by then. That is true. I can talk to these people, maybe? A pair of priests, apparently lost in some kind of debate. A monk in training, not really that interesting. One ridiculously imposing, overly large fountain. Handmade by the good priests and good people. Handmade by all the good priests and good people, completely selflessly and free of charge. As you approach this young girl, her beautiful, inquiring gaze passes over you. Such sharp eyes. Without thinking, you put on your best smile and prepare your best tone of voice. Pretty women have always had this effect on you, even in the darkest of times, and you're grateful for that. Also, I'm going to play it like he's actually not as charming as he thinks he is. Greetings, fair maiden! Lady Luna has surely blessed me with great luck to find myself in the presence of your radiant persona. Did I read that like he's not actually as charming as he thinks he is? Obviously unaccustomed to flattery, she smiles and looks away while gently biting her lower lip. I don't know what voice to give her. I am Katya! Just kidding. I am Katya, good sir. It is, well, I'm simply unaccustomed to such attention as you're giving me. I apologize if I seem somehow strange because of that. Do they have to flirt? Ugh, I don't like... I'm like opposite homophobic. I'm heterophobic. I'm not actually, I'm joking. I'm just saying, in media, you see so much, like, so many common trope, like, boy loves girl, oh my god, meet cute, oh my god, this beautiful woman, oh my gosh, I saw her across the room, she's so hot, it's like, it's so tired, you know? We've seen 100,000 million cardboard cutout random guy falls in love with woman at first sight stories, or vice versa. I'm tired of it. I want, at least if you're gonna have tacky romance and flirting and stuff put in something, have them be like gay or trans or something like that. But then again, this is from like, what? 2014. Well, I thought it was like from 2009. It's still fine. It's fine, it's just me, it's a personal problem. I just personally am very tired of romance. So basically, I don't like romance at all, because I don't experience romantic or sexual attraction. I've never dated, I've never wanted to kiss anyone, I've never wanted to hug anybody. It just doesn't happen to me. I don't know why, I was just born that way. My brain doesn't go there, I don't experience it. It's one of the many basic human emotions that I entirely lack. Due to my brain not developing properly as a child, due to neglect and the lack of, people to emotionally mirror. But, like, you know, like, through school and everything, everybody started growing up, and all my friends were like, oh my gosh, don't you just want to kiss people? And I was like, ew, no? Like, you guys are kissing people? You want to do that? You actually have that interest? Anyway, so because I don't experience any form of sexual or romantic attraction, and it's just not, like, I just don't think about, like, literally, I just don't. It's not like I think about it and I'm negative towards it. I'm not like, I want to kiss people, but I'm angry because of it, and I'm gonna pretend I don't. So it's just literally does not cross my mind. So because of that, I don't like romance in general. I mean, I don't mind it if it's done really well. Like, if a romance has other things interesting about it than romance, then maybe, like, if the character dynamic is really interesting, or, so, like, one person does magic and the world building is interesting, like, maybe I'm okay with seeing romance then if there's something else neat about it. Something else to pull me in besides just the romance aspect. But for the most part, I don't like seeing romance. So I already am on thin ice with romance as a concept. And on top of that, to have it always be the same exact thing, it's like, at least if I have to sit through romance or characters flirting, make it something new, make it something interesting. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense, but that's just, like, how I see it, I guess. That's why I always randomly decide my player characters in RPGs and stuff are, like, gay or something, because it's like, well, at least it's something less commonly portrayed in media, which is getting better. There are more shows with gay people in them and stuff like that, but, you know. If I have to sit through romance stuff, at least have it be something novel, something I haven't seen 100 times, you know? Anyway, I'm still gonna play it like he's not actually as charming as he thinks he is. Nonsense, dear lady. If anyone should apologize, it is I, for being too forward. But I blame not myself, rather your dazzling beauty. Does he sound really unsure of himself? That's what I'm trying to have come across. Well then, I should accept your apology. I think. She puts her index finger to her lips in mock thought. I believe I've been warned about sweet-talking men like you. My mother was adamant I stay away. For the honor of our blood were the words she used. But, Lady Fair, you need not be alarmed. We are already talking as old friends, see? If I was bad news, then the opposite would most certainly be true. I guess I know what you meant to say. You certainly have a way with words. It's funny because of the way that I'm reading. imagine someone going, hello, fair maiden. And she's just like, oh my god, you have a way with words. I, guess I know what you meant to say. You certainly have a way with words, stranger. But you have wiles as well. Tell me, what is your name? And afterwards, tell me if you would be willing to help me with something. What dialogue? My god, this is so stupid. Sylvian, I am well in search of something, cannot be found here. I am Sylvian! I may regret asking this, but what is it you need help with? He's punctuating his weird speaking with a smile. He's trying to seem as appealing as possible. Yes. I did have a question. And a problem. Before I explain, though, tell me, did you feel the earthquake just a while ago? I guess he should still talk weird because he's still talking to her, so he's still trying to sound very impressive. Yes, I did. It almost took my life. What of it? I had dreamt of it. No, not tonight as would be common. Weeks ago. I dreamt I stood in a shaking world while invisible hands pounded on prison bars. A voice was laughing in the darkness, and 2 warriors fell in pools of grey blood. Upon closer examination, the warriors were made of stone. Then I woke, my chest feeling warm and my charm glowing. Charm? What the fuck? Oh. She's showing us the charm. She takes out a small gem from behind her clothes and shows it to you. Is that significant, my lady? I believe so. This gem holds an essence of the sun god. It is ancient, a family heirloom from even before the 100-Year War. 500-Year War. She puts the gem back around her neck. And finally, there's this. It cannot be a coincidence. She takes out a strange box, opens it, and shows it to you. A box? This box is a puzzle, quite literally, given to me by the priests. It changes its contents with every individual person to open it, but if you were to ask me, I've opened it to an unsolvable puzzle. See here? There are 2 parts to the puzzle, but only the picture is solvable. The other parts are empty. I can't figure out why. Well, I do enjoy a certain puzzle or two. Give it here, and let's see if the box holds some answers for us. I would be in your debt if you managed to solve it. It needs to be solved before I'm able to ascend the ranks of the clergy. Here, take the box and tell me what you think. Take the box and try to find the solution. I think I want to know more. I would love to help. However, I usually mentally prepare for the daunting task of puzzle solving by asking a few more questions. Sylvian, the man of beautiful words and stature, tell me, what is on your mind? Oh my god. I guess this is the only dialogue option where she can say more about herself. I really don't want to say this, but this is just leaving and this is just going to the puzzle again, so... It seems that dark thoughts are always present inside of me, unless I find myself in your presence. Lady Katya, will you answer more questions about yourself? Of course. Ask me your questions, Sylvian. I'm not afraid. She crosses her hands suddenly and looks at you rather sternly. Then she bursts out laughing. I want to ask all of these questions, actually. Lady Katya, I wanted to ask you about the blood you mentioned. What does it mean to you? Ah, you truly cannot tell? After you shake your head, she continues. I'm a hymen. It's easy to confuse us for humans, since we have such similar build, but our features are different, in subtle ways. I've heard many a man describe us as otherworldly. All royal hymen are referred to as blood, because of the sky-colored blood within our veins. Sky-colored meaning our blood changes color as the sky does. Today the sky is blue, therefore my blood is blue as well. I think that's a good dialogue choice for how I'm playing him. But I do want to learn other stuff about her. Damn it. Oh wait, this does say I'd like to ask you something else. Really? Is it royal blood, then, that finds hymen women To be so lovely, or is that just you? No, don't answer that. Anyway, I'd like to ask you something else. One usually expects to see mangy priests in a cloister like this, but not fair maidens. You are here because... She sighs, then looks wistfully in the distance before returning her attention to you. It is not something many outsiders would understand. I was born under a setting sun, and among my people, that's a bad omen, a dark sign, foreshadowing a darker destiny. So, in order to appease the gods and avoid whatever fate I had in store, I was sent here to train in the ways of Dawn. But why Dawn? Surely there are other deities your family might have chosen. Oh wait, that was too normal. He's still acting weird because he's around a woman. But why Dawn? Surely there are other deities that your family might have chosen. Yes, that is true. However, my family surmised that they would gain most favor by sending me here. Politics, I'm afraid, play a part in every noble family's business, regardless of whether it's wanted or not. Dawn and the Lightbringer is the favored deity in Histra, and the Dawn holds strategically important lands over the continent. It is sad that you must be the target of people's superstitions and impose rules instead of living your life the way you want. I'm sorry, Sylvian, but it's my duty. Even I know that. Being born under a setting sun is a really, really bad omen. And I'll fight it if I have to. I do intend to prove it wrong. Understood. Such determination is hard to find within anyone, especially someone as delicate as you. You managed to produce another winning smile. Let me ask you something else about yourself. I think I already have asked all these things. Lady Katya, if you would be so kind, I would like to take another look at that puzzle. I love the stupid reading of the voice. Can I switch them out with others? Well, that looks like that might go there. Oh, I can. Okay, I understand now. Oh, that was right. I'm clicking too fast. Okay. Leave it there. Okay. The twins of stone are crumbling. Can that be right? Will I know if this is right? Okay. The twins of stone are crumbling.
The twins of stone are crumbling. I place you, trickster, in this fight, to take up arms against the blight. To shine your path, I give my light, to serve as guide throughout the night.
The solution to the puzzle appears to be a song. Strange. It feels as if these words were meant specifically for you. A song? That wasn't a song. The twins of stone are crumbling. I place you, trickster, in this fight, to take up arms against the blight, to shine your path. I give my light, to serve as guide throughout the night. I have a piano beside me. Twins of stone are crumbling, to take up arms against the blight, to slice the path and in my light, serve as guide throughout the night. Twins of stone are crumbling. I place you, trickster, in this. I can't fucking do this. I'm not someone who can do this. I don't know how to play a piano. I'm not. Twins of stone are crumbling. I place you, trickster, in this fight, to take up arms against the blight, to slice a path. I give my light, to serve as guide throughout the night. The twins of stone are crumbling. The twins of stone are crumbling. I place you, trickster, in this fight, Anyway, I wasted a lot of time on that. You stand there, dumbfounded. The words from the box echo in your mind, and it is a feeling as if a trap has just sprung around you. Not sure how to proceed, you mutely show the solution to Katya. She seems very confused. You solved it. But those words, they never appeared to me, even though I assembled the picture. So now I'm thinking he is so shook by this that he is no longer using his silly voice to try and impress the woman, and he's back to just talking like normal. This has prophecy written all over it. But I don't want any dealings with any gods today. You can have the box back, and all the glory that comes with it. I'm sorry, Sylvian, but this is incredible. It seems you were meant to solve this puzzle. That's why I couldn't. I was just the conduit. It's as if this song speaks directly to you, and this mention of my light. Does it remind you of anything? Yes, you showed me your gem earlier today. You said it contained Dawn's light or some such. She nods and takes out the gem from around her neck and dangles it in front of you. The essence of a god, made imprisoned by his own volition. Or so my family says. She looks at the gem, then you. I think I should give this to you. Why? Because of some silly song? I refuse. Please, don't. She makes puppy dog eyes at you, and you almost melt inside. I think it's important. I think... She leans in to say this dramatically. I think it might even save your life. Or not, but please, just take it. For me. You eye the gem, then her. Finally, you decide. Okay, now he's back to sounding silly to impress her. For you, beautiful lady, anything. I will gladly accept your gift, even though I will not do any god's bidding because of it. He's supposed to sound kind of distressed. He's like trying to play it cool, he's also stressed out at the same time. You hold out your hand to touch the gem. As soon as you take it in your hand, a strange feeling washes over you. The gem seems like it belongs with you, and as you hold it in your hand, things seem clearer, uncannily so. Your next steps suddenly become obvious, as if you know exactly what to do next. And finally, flashes of a strange rat-like human sitting by a stone table. This is strange. I thank you for the gift, lady, but I must leave you. Too many strange thoughts swirling around. The gem, the song. I must go. Then go, Sylvian. I'm shocked and excited by this myself, so I imagine how you must feel. But return if you want to talk some more. I rather enjoy your company. Thank you, my lady. I shall see you when I get my affairs in order. Until then, remember me by this. You touch your hand to your lips, then to her cheek, but he does it like in a weird way where he almost slaps her in the face because he's so kind of distraught. Farewell! I still have no news about that hammer. Like, oh yeah, I never went to the docks, right? I accidentally went back to the other place. Who is that? Is it Yadron? Or Yadrin? Yadron. Yadron. The ocean of Yadron. Since Yadron is the ruler of all seas, the name seems redundant. Still, it doesn't hurt to honor him. Honor him? Oh. A lobster. Do your eyes spy a lobster? Why, a positively grand specimen. One you could most definitely trade for your gear bag. Can I use this? Even though your approach is silent, the creaking floorboards still manage to signal your presence. The old fisherman turns around, suspicion in both eyes. Why are you bothering me? Can't you see that I'm busy talking to my friend in the sea? You look into the water, but expectedly find no one there. The sea is empty, old man. What are you talking about? He looks around, confused. I don't understand. He was right here. He was warning me of the sea god's anger. He warned me not to catch any fish today. Said Yadron would punish those who do. The man is quite obviously insane. Still, doesn't hurt to ask. And did he say anything about catching lobsters? He slits his eyes and looks at you for a very, very long moment. No, he did not say anything about those. Good to know. Now I would like some questions answered. He turns away, frowning. Time passes in silence while he gazes at the sea, lost in thought. Something is odd about his eyes, you realize. They seem vacant. Could very well be that he's lost in his own world and has forgotten your presence here. Oh, so many options! I want to do all of them. Because I do need the net. I also need a map. I also could, well, I can't really buy a lobster, but you know. Huh. Stand quiet, examine the man. The fisherman seems weak and malnourished. His features are skeletal and his face deathly pale. An old fish basket lies to his right, empty and laced with cobweb. He just sits there in eerie silence, though every once in a while his left hand grabs something and brings it up to his mouth. The silence is then broken by strange crunching sounds. Afterwards, the silence resumes. You lean in closer. The fisherman is speaking to himself. Hearing his voice makes you queasy, and you swear you can feel his tainted aura surround you, as if madness was contagious. I don't like the portrayal of, like, a weird mentally ill person, and as someone who's mentally ill myself, it's a weird trope. To be like, oh, it's the crazy man, the crazy old man, you know, the stories will have, like, the weird guy who talks to himself in a tower, but whatever. I am the storm on the horizon, the shatterer of the citadel. I am the oncoming messenger, the voice of the long dark. Pray to Yadrin in hopes that he will deliver us. The trickster will die. Die! He repeats those words several times, then settles back into his old silent self. Return to questioning him. Oh my god, should I try and take the net? Maybe I'll ask about the maps first before I deal with the lobster issue. Speak really loudly. Where do the ship captains and other sort go when in need of maps? Surely quality maps are hard to come by. Without turning from the sea, he answers. I do know of someone who makes maps. Why do I know that? Ratman, he is called, by the men, women, and children around town. An accurate name for a beast man with the features of a rat. He can get you maps, and information, if need be. Excellent. How do I find him? He points his location on your map, then suddenly starts acting nervous. No, I shouldn't have said anything. Don't go there. He's dangerous. Dark sorcery surrounds him, while death and insanity tread in his wake. I have not met him. Who is he? Is he you? Is he I? He stops suddenly. His eyes glaze over, and he is once again ooh, girl, hello, let me finish this sentence, girl. Staring into the ocean without a word. This conversation is over. You should see if you can ask him something else. Maybe I try this first, and if he says no, then I'll take the net. I don't really want to touch his shoulder, though. He seems like he could, like, swat me. Touch his shoulder. Friend, I only want to buy a lobster. Do you know where I can get one? The touch seems to bring him back to reality. He shakes his head and looks at you. You cannot. The lobster season begins a month from now, when they migrate to the shallows. I doubt you can find any right now. I see. I don't think that was the answer I was expecting. Let me ask you something else. Well, I guess there's nothing left for me to do, so... You eye the net next to the fisherman. Perhaps you could try taking it. You casually reach for the dry, dusty, and forlorn net, but you stop short as the fisherman turns his deathly gaze towards you. Can you not see that I'm using that which you wish to take? It is mine. You cannot have it, unless you're willing to do something for me in return. Something wonderful. Tell me. I would really, really like to borrow it. I can think of at least one thing it would help me with. His eyes slowly light up and for a moment change color. An illusion, certainly. I want rats. 5 of them. Yes. Oh, yes. Bring me 5 rats and the net is yours. It is a promise. 5 wonderful rats. Of all the insane things you heard today, you're sure this is not exactly normal? Why would any person want to deal with those dirty creatures? No! Rats! Rats! There is nothing else I want! Rats! Rats! You tried reasoning with him, but to no avail. He grows increasingly restless and then suddenly snaps. His eyes acquire that vacant stare, and he returns to the sea. He returns his gaze to the sea. I can't believe I'm going to do this. Sylvian, the rat catcher. Who could have guessed? Disgusting. But before I go, I should try asking him some more questions. I think I already asked all the questions. I don't really care about reasoning with him. I'm totally... Oh, yes. Oh, wait. What? There are other options. I just read these 2, and I thought I'd been through them all. I have not been through this one. Fisherman, you spoke to me of a rat man who makes maps. Can you tell me more about him? He's called Ratman. Ratman. He dwells in darkness, they say. His dark magic tricks destiny and enslaves demons, I say. He knows, men say. I know. Something. But what? He blanks out, the vacant gaze returning to his eyes. You're not going to get anything else about Ratman from him. You should try asking something else. I think that's it. Okay, so if I catch rats for him, which I've already seen plenty of little rats, and there's one in here. Oh joy! Another rat. Rat search 2020. Rat search. Rat. Ooh. The mouth and eyes on this head are sewn shut. Hopefully it's all fake. You dare not think of all the repercussions if it's not. Oh, another rat. I've got 4 rats. 4 delicious, wonderful rats. Do I need to talk to this man before I go in? It's a scary door. Nothing else? The skulls form a circle, giving the illusion of whispering to each other. Someone around here clearly has a sense of humor. Alright, I guess I'll talk to Ratman. This rat-like beast man is obviously the person you're looking for. At first glance he seems decrepit and feeble, but something tells you this man is not at all what he seems. There's an air of danger around him, like a lion stalking its prey. He watches your approach with great interest. Oh, what should his voice be? I should have given him the voice I gave the fisherman guy, because that sounds more like a rat voice. What if his voice is just very atypical? May I help you? That's the voice of the rat man. Are you the one they call Ratman? I'm in need of maps and information. He opens his eyes wide, pretending surprise. Are you now? Do the townsfolk tell you who I am and what I do? Well, I must remember to thank them for sending me a new customer. He drops his chin with his hands and smiles a deceptively empty smile, watching you intently. An old fisherman sent me, not that it's really important. He was quite mad. I see. He's silent for a spell. Well, what exactly can I help you with? I would like a map of the Woods of Unrest and the mountain chain that separates Parentium and Duacastros. Is that all? You suppose your wish is my command? He makes an irritated flourish. You certainly think you know what you want, but the woods are crawling with bandits, and there are easier ways to die. He stops to study your reaction. I have the map you require. My price is 500 gold pieces. What? I don't have that amount of money. The air around the beastman changes. He loses the full smile and changes his posture to something more dangerous. Small human. I don't know you, and yet you seem to want something in exchange for nothing. Did you think I would simply give you what you want? Leave. Immediately. No, wait, I really need that map. And ironically, if I had that amount of money, then I wouldn't. Is there any way I can get it? Ratman settles back in his chair, then watches you for a long while without a word. I could owe you a favor, or I can give you information. As much as it pains me to say it, I know the location of a certain tower to the south. Another while passes in silence before he finally leans in. There is one thing. An old ritual exists, from a time when nightmares were free to roam the earth, before the gods trapped them inside of our dreams. A ritual as old as that requires high sacrifice. I will wager the map. You will wager something more. Your soul. And then we will perform the ritual of Mora. Okay, well, I don't want to, chuckle at him. Why do I feel there's more to this ritual you're letting on? It can't be as simple as a game of Mora. Not many people realize what you just have. Admirable. So I'll explain. Mora of today is considered a game, but every game, every legend, has its beginnings in a reality. Sometimes, the more harmless it seems, the darker a history it hides. Mora, the old Mora, started out not as a game, but as a ritual. First for summoning living nightmares, then as a means for banishing them. And you want me to do this ritual with you. So if I win, you give me the map? A fool's hope, since you will not win. The air darkens around him. I'm the one who invites the nightmares to bear witness. I tread their dangerous paths every day. Lady Luna's luck will not help you today. Up, I'm doing this now? I thought I could let go and do I still had another question to ask him. I was going to ask him about the hammer. Before we start, I would like to know more about how Mora came to be. It seems important. It was created years ago, when nightmares still walked the earth, and before the gods Dawn, Luna, and Nocta'a imprisoned them within our dreams. One of these nightmares, a powerful one, was named Mora. She fed on people, and so men had to find a way to keep her at bay. They used numbers. Numbers? Yes, numbers. Words, but not exactly words. When used properly, they could describe the world in ways nothing else ever could. That might have been the reason Mora was afraid. Perhaps the numbers described her essence better than she would have liked. Perhaps they held power over her. Whatever the reason, it worked. A ritual was made, and it kept Mora at bay. Most of the time. I need to know about the rules. Ratman puts up a hand and shows 3 fingers. The number 3, quite a lot revolves around it. We enter the ritual 3 times, and each time we play for 3 wins. It does resemble a game, after all. The goal is simple. You speak a number and show your left hand. Any number of fingers, I do the same. If the number you've spoken equals our total fingers combined, you've won. Or I have, if the situation is reversed. Or nobody wins, if we're tied or if we both fail. But as I said, I do not fail. Before we do anything, I want to know more about this ritual and how it came to be. I know that, ding-dong. I want to ask you about something else, unrelated. Ratman looks at you with mildly curious eyes. All of a sudden, you feel like prey in the eyes of a predator. It is the way the wind moves around him, the way the sun seemingly dims when it illuminates him. It's not a pleasant feeling, and it makes you severely uncomfortable. I'm looking for something. A hammer. Really old. Belongs to a blacksmith in the southern district. Ratman leans back, suddenly losing interest. Oh, how unusual. What you need, though, is a common merchant whom you can buy a hammer from. Unfortunately for you, I am not a common merchant. Now please stop wasting my time and leave. You misunderstand. A blacksmith was robbed the other day. You described the man. There was an old hammer, his family heirloom. It was stolen. I'm trying to find out who took it. Ordinarily, I would have said you asked the wrong person. However, the Beastman pauses for a minute, to the point it makes you uncomfortable. I do know of the blacksmith you speak of, and I have recently heard of such a theft. Wait and listen. Your thief can be found by the northeastern wall, near the city gates. He frowns over his steepled fingers. You might have to search some unexpected places to find him, and do not expect to find him in the mood for banter. That is all I know. I guess that should be enough. Now I know where to start looking. I need something else from you, though. Should I play the game now while I'm here? Let me leave and then come back and see. Because I don't know if I should, bet my soul before I've even looked at other stuff. I have to leave presently, but I shall return. Farewell, Ratman. Only because I feel like there's other stuff I could do. Yes, this is where I was before. Now there must be a rat around here somewhere. Down the well. Rat! Fuck yeah, rat! A dead body. Is it the thief you're looking for? And a more interesting question, what is he doing at the bottom of the well and who put him here? Hammer. It's a hammer and it's out of reach, which probably means it's the exact hammer you're looking for. Can I put this down here? No, that's not smart thinking. Interesting, yes, but not smart. Alright, bitch. I have basically gotten the hammer. That was funny. That's funny, actually. That rat man said that, he won't be in the mood to talk. That's true, he won't be in the mood to talk because he's dead. At the bottom of a fucking well. Alright, I can talk to this man. Fisherman, I have brought you your rats! He immediately breaks out of his stupor, his eyes gleaming with unnatural light. An illusion, to be sure. My rats! Lovely rats! Give them! You push the rats onto him, grateful to finally be rid of the bloody beast. Now, my net, if you please. Without giving you a second glance, he snatches the rats and immediately bashes their heads in on the wooden floorboards. He then proceeds to gaze at their mutilated bodies for some time before stashing them, I want to say slashing, before stashing them somewhere beside him. I cannot take much more of this. Since he's busy with the rats, I'll just use this chance to take his net. I'd say it was more than a fair trade. You take the net without becoming noticed. So absorbed with his rats, he's become oblivious to everything around him, even more so than during his discussions with the sea. As far as you can tell, he's now playing with their corpses, one in each hand. That's it, I've reached my limit. But I don't think... If I were like an adventurer thief person who had seen a lot of shit, I don't think I would be like, oh my god, someone's killing rats. I mean, not that animal abuse is not a bad thing, but you know what I mean? Like, I feel like the, oh my god, I've reached my limit, I'm getting out of here thing is a little bit too extra. You've probably seen, he's probably gotten into fights, he's probably seen people die in front of him or whatever. I presume, I don't know what type of life that a thief leads, but I feel like you've seen some worse stuff than someone smashing rats. It's gross, but you know. That's it, I've reached my limit with this lunatic. I am leaving right this minute. Oh, come on, you bing bong. There we go. Why? A stick. I couldn't... Duh, that was right there. To be honest, though, I did not look around this area very much. Yes, a net. The best fish catcher you've ever made. The only fish catcher you've ever made. Give me that fucking lobster. You successfully take the lobster out, but it manages to claw the net in half in an attempt to set itself free. The wire and staff are still usable, though. Sounds like I could wrangle someone with that. Alright, I'm gonna go to... Nope. 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 Where the fuck is the place? Oh wait, that man is the man. Nope. This man, this is the right man. I thought we agreed not to bother me until you get that lobster. Now go to the docks and find one. Innkeeper, I have returned with your lobster. You take it out of your bag and show it to him. In hindsight, it was actually pretty stupid to put the lobster in the bag with the other items. Still alive, it could have destroyed the more delicate ones. What? He eyes you suspiciously. Should I now say, good job, here is your gear back? He looks towards the door, then you. I just didn't expect you back so soon. Me neither, but it was a stroke of luck. There was a lobster ready for the lobster. Me neither, but it was a stroke of luck. There was a lobster ready for the taking in the sea near the docks. Anyway, here. You casually throw it onto the table. He looks at the lobster for some time before he picks it up by the tail, then turns a confused expression onto you. It is truly a lobster. Well, I have done my part of the bargain, so now return my gear to me. A deal is a deal. What's the matter? The lobster not good enough for you? No. Everything is fine. I just remembered something important I didn't get to do. I should get right on it. He starts walking and stops. Your gear. Here it is. All that was left. He takes something out of his pocket and gives it to you. You check your gear as he hands it to you. The lockpicks are undamaged, the dice as well. A bargain is a bargain. Thank you, innkeeper, and once again I'm sorry for the damage I caused. A bargain is a bargain. You have done as I asked. But I really should go about my errands now. But would you like a drink, to show there are no hard feelings? No, 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 no. It's gonna be poisoned. He's acting weird. Don't take that drink, Sylvian. Now that is a change, for a person who wanted to skin you alive earlier today. Still, it is not a good idea. Dark thoughts tend to float back to the surface while drowning in wine. Without a word and turning the dice over in your palm, you leave. You could have at least said no thank you. Lockpicking tools of extreme quality. What would I use those for? I mean, what other... I haven't seen any other locked doors. Am I gonna be breaking the order of things, though, if I... Because nobody has told me to break into here. Better not to defile the holy symbol. The gods are watching, usually at the worst possible time. Okay, well, it was just a theory, a game theory. Oh wait, I think, can I reach down here with this? Yes. This is the blacksmith's heirloom. You wonder what makes the hammer so special, as it has no obvious redeeming quality. Could it be magical? I don't care, I'm not gonna like keep it for myself or something, I'm gonna give it back to the dude. Blacksmith, I return with great news. Look. You take out the hammer with both hands and offer it to him. The blacksmith is silent for a spell. Time passes, and slowly he reaches up to take the hammer. Then he stops, and, as if in a daze, starts gripping your hands and looking towards the floor. A small, almost insignificant sound can be heard in the silence that surrounds you. The blacksmith is crying. Do nothing? After a while, he stops and takes the hammer. Then, with eyes still red, he turns around towards his weapon rack, selects one sword and gives it to you. Just moments before the sword passes his hands, he seems to waver. No, this isn't right. He drops the sword on the floor and runs to the back room. You eye the sword that was dropped. Seems good enough. Still, you decide to wait. He returns carrying another sword, only this one seems silver. Here, take this. I have nothing left, I admit that. There is nothing but oblivion for me now, and it will come upon me soon. Before that, I need someone to have this. It was my son's. You take up the sword reverently. Your son's? Today marks the 3rd year of my son's death. He died a soldier and a man, but memories fade. All I have been left of him is this sword and a crypt. He looks at you. When I'm gone, all that I own will be left to the thieves and the rats. At least this way, stranger. The memory of him remains. I understand, although I may not be the best person for what you ask. Nonsense. I can tell that you are a good person, despite what you may think. My name is Darren. Darren Barber. And it is an honor. It is an honor. He holds up his hand. This man's trusting nature shames you. He is a much better person than you are. My name is Sylvian, and it is an honor. You shake his hand, then, somewhat overwhelmed, you turn around and leave. You can see in his face that he understands. I don't know if I understand. What? The sword gleams a silky, silvery light. It feels sharp and deadly, but the handle is terribly old and made of wood. You wonder how long it will last. So I guess I don't really... Let me just check, can I talk to her about anything new? Blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Oh, I didn't ask her this. Oh, but he's gonna be silly again because he's in the presence of a woman. Beautiful Katya! Now that the puzzle's mystery is solved, although not to my satisfaction, what will you do now? Ah, Sylvian, This may seem selfish of me, but I will present the priest with the box as if I solved it, even though I haven't. I feel as if it has fulfilled its purpose, and so I will continue my training, for it is what I must do. I hope to receive enough merit with time so that Dawn may erase the dark omen hanging upon me since birth. Well then, I would certainly not want a career in clergy for you. You are sure you do not want to adventure with me? She smiles, then shakes her head. I'm saddened, but while I can, I would like to spend more time in your company. Does he sound nervous, or does he just sound like he's on something? Alright, that's everything. I guess I just gotta go talk to the Rat Man. I got nothing else to do. Let me try to break into this door one more time. Well, I already know this, but... You mentioned a way I could earn the map of the outskirts from you. What is it? There is one way. He strokes his chin. An old ritual exists from a time when nightmares were free to roam the earth, before the gods trapped them inside our dreams. And I've already read all this. Maybe I should choose this dialogue option, because I've already gotten all the information out of him. Despite yourself, you burst out laughing. Mora? As in the tavern game? You must be out of your mind. What do you think is going to be accomplished by shouting random numbers and counting fingers? No, it is no laughing matter. Every myth, every legend, even every game has a ring of truth to it. Sometimes, the more harmless it seems, the darker a history it hides. You see where I'm going with this? Mora started not as a game, but as a ritual. First for summoning living nightmares, then as a means for banishing them. And I already read this, blah blah, and if I win, I'll diddly do that. But he's very nervous. He's trying to make it sound like he's not nervous, but he's nervous. Well, that sounds simple enough. That is it. Then I propose we get on with it. Let's play. Oh fuck! No! Not a game! I'm gonna lose! I don't have the confidence and gall for this. Ooh! What do you mean? What? I don't understand now. So I call out a thing. 4. 4? Hold on. Okay, so one... Okay, that was stupid. So... Okay, so I don't... Okay. So this is the number on my hands, and this is what I'm calling out. So, like, if I had 5 fingers, it would be better for me to choose a higher number. He also has fingers. Therefore, if I choose 4, and then say 4, basically I'm guaranteed that is not true. Okay. The number 4 your fingers show. I show 4, a lethal blow. 8 in total, the sum may be. I win this round. Nearly. Okay. My score is 1 and yours is none. Now the next round will be sound. Oh man. Your hand showed 1, as mine 3 did. The sum is 4. I win the bid. Why? But I was close. Well, you falter. I win twice. Lose once more and pay the price. Well, of course I'm gonna lose once more, because it's gotta be a number higher than 5, because I already have 5, so... I don't think there's any way... I think you have to lose, right? Because there's no way I can know, and he's probably cheating. So... But if I had to go off of a pattern, if I could recognize any pattern at all... First, he put 4 fingers up. The second time he put 3 fingers up. Right? So maybe now he'll put 2 fingers up? So I'll say 7. Nope. Man, I was gonna choose 9 too. I was gonna choose 9. You saw me hovered over 9. I was gonna do it. Your hand showed 5, as mine 4 did. The sum is 9. I win the bid. The deed is done. The game is won. You have lost. 'Tis time to run. Paces. Ooh, paces, girls. Prices paid and debts so made will soon be laid and fully paid. Well, you've lost. You cannot win. And yet the ritual is not yet complete. Heed me. Leave now and do not come back. Is the map so important? You might suffer some bad dreams from now on and attract some unwanted attention, but nothing else. Your life will be spared. You manage to pay only half a mind to Ratman's words, as a sudden warmth from your back pocket distracts you. A furtive glance reveals the gem you received from Katya, glowing. Not entirely sure what to do, you sneak it into your hand. You reach for the gem, then recoil in surprise. Visions of Mora fill your mind, and a deep, familiar voice echoes through your thoughts. It speaks of strong sorceries surrounding you, and it offers help, insights into the ritual, glimpses of the future. The voice dissipates, but a feeling of certainty remains. With the gem in your hand, Mora might not be as unbeatable anymore. Shall we start round 2? Somehow I feel lucky. I'm not sure you fully comprehend the gravity of the situation. If you lose once more, I will claim your very being. Do you even know how to play, Mora? There's no joy in winning anything if that's the case. Against my better judgment, I will allow us to practice, Mora, before we enter the ritual proper. I'm certain I wish to try again. I will take you up on that offer of practice. I'm certain I wish to try again. I will take you up on that offer of practice, too. Shall we play? He gets up and leans on his hands. The look he gives you is truly one of nightmares. The air around him speaks of inevitability, and it makes you realize that you might not, in fact, leave this place unscathed. His eyes, sharp and slightly mocking, seem to say, "Yes, let us play," but no words escape his lips. We are tied for having spoken the same number. We try once more. Our sounds both echo true. Repeat the game till I win. Or you. Ah, I see. To use the gem, what it does is it shows highlights in blue how many fingers the rat will play and what his guess is. To beat him, pick your fingers so that his guess is wrong, while choosing the right numbers. Okay. Alright, I was just being a dumbass. Which I should have gathered from the fact that every time it's highlighted in blue, he's like, we did the same thing, bitch. But so he's gonna put up one finger and say 3. I'm gonna put up 3 fingers and say 4. The number 3 your fingers show. I show 1, a lethal blow. 4 in total, the sum may be. You win this round, verily. Luck would seem to favor a hero. Your score is 1, but mine is 0. Your hand showed 5, as mine 1 did. The sum is 6. You win the bid. Your wins are 2, while mine are void. Let's play once more. You'll be destroyed. I will put up 5 and say 9. You show 5. The game is set. I show 4 and make the bet. The end will 9 in total make. In this win shall you partake. The deed is done, the course is run. Expected by none, the hero has won. Price is paid and debts so made will soon be laid and fully paid. The Ratman stares at you for quite some time. That was unexpected. What did you do? He frowns. How did you cheat? I did cheat in a way, but he mustn't find out. I think you underestimated your opponent this time. However, I don't think you're a person who makes the same mistake twice. That may have happened, and you're right about me. I learn from my mistakes. Therefore, do not expect your luck to strike twice. Do not expect it to be so easy next time. The air darkens around him ever so slightly. Even your gem seems to be radiating a little less light than before. Then I propose we enter the ritual one final time and find out. But I will see myself win that map. We play now. So I've already read this. Start. So 2, okay, so yeah, this is kind of how you figure it out. So he could either have 2 fingers up or 4 fingers. 4 fingers up. And if he had 2, even if I put 5, it would not equal 9. You know what I mean? Even if I put as many fingers up as I possibly could, it could never equal 9. So if his guess is 9, that must mean that he's put up 4 fingers. which means I can put up... Well, if I put up 5 fingers, it will be 9. So if he has 4 fingers up, I'm gonna put 3 fingers up and say 7. I started out with like a voice like this, and then it gradually kind of, like every single voice I have eventually degrades into something like this. Some sort of raspy lower voice. So he was kind of like this, and then it was kind of like this later, because I just can't not go to that place. Your hand showed 3, as mine 4 did. The sum is 7, you win the bid. Luck would seem to favor a hero. Your score is 1, but mine is 0. But, as long as we both get it wrong, you know, as long as he doesn't win, that's all that matters. If we both get it wrong, I think it doesn't count also, so... Because with 2, 7 could still be accurate if I put up 5, and with 5, 7 could still be accurate if I put up 2. So I basically just have to make sure that whatever I do, whether he has 2 or 5 fingers up, 5 hands up, whether he has 2 or 5 fingers up, it cannot equal 7, whatever I do. So if I put up 4, 2 plus 4 is 6, and 5 plus 4 is 9, so yeah, we both failed. It would seem we have both failed. The round restarts, for now unplayed. That's on you, though. The number 5 your fingers show. I show 1, a lethal blow. 6 in total, the sum may be. You win this round verily. I forget what verily means. I used to read it in my AP English class. Your wins are 2, while mine are void. Let's play once more. You'll be destroyed. You'll be destroyed. Okay, 1 and 5. The deed is done, the course is run. Expected by none, the hero has won. Price is paid, and debt so made will soon be laid and fully paid. Ratman seems to enter a dark mood, darker than usual. He is deathly still and silent, and as you make reach for the map, the only movement are his unreadable eyes, following you intently. Take your hard-won map. I try acting calm, but in truth, his silence unnerves me. So he should sound unnerved. Well then, I will be taking this. As I turn to leave, his cold gaze still upon me, my thoughts turn to wondering. Have I made an enemy here this day? And if so, what is it I should be guarding myself against? Alright, bench. Ratman looks at you, unmoving. His eyes are dark specks of hatred? Curiosity? You're not certain, but whatever it is, you do not doubt for 1 second that he's dangerous. His very presence unnerves you to your core. I've already done that. So, I would kind of be curious to see if he has any dialogue, but... yeah, I don't know. I'll just leave. I'm done. So everything else I've done, I did that. Nothing else in the church. Nothing else here. He seems kind of confused to see you again, after your gear was returned. Ah, it's you again. Look, sorry for making you jump through all those hoops. I was just nervous about all the damage and the lunch I was hosting. I mean, dinner. Would you care for a drink? Stay a while. A jarring change in behavior from before. You realize he must be a good person inside. Too bad. No, I have a lot more to do around town. Maybe later. Farewell. Still, oh yeah, he was like crying, right? Still a little flush in the face, eyes reddened by tears, he stands tall with hammer firmly in hand. He looks at it, lost in thought, but raises his head at your advance to say 2 simple words. Thank you. Alright, bye. Good luck, Darren. Am I ready? I'm afraid. What if I won't let myself leave? ... Courage. Steel yourself. Breathe deep. Take that first step. And I'm outside. A great weight falls and I continue on. My mind, suddenly free of worry, turns to the odd occurrences of today. The earthquake, the song, the ritual, and this strange gem shining its light through it all. Pretty soon, even those thoughts are behind me. My path is finally clear, somewhat. A deadly forest ahead, but a dangerous city behind, and me in the center, balancing the scales of shadow and choice. The wind stirs long-forgotten feelings, adventure, anticipation. What awaits me at the end of this road? Gold? Redemption? Reprieve? Reprieve? Okay, this music is getting too loud. Gold, redemption, reprieve, or death. One thing is certain. I welcome any of those, as long as the play is fair, and I am allowed to cheat. Meanwhile, ... Thud. Greetings! Don't mind the door. The boss says you have something for us. Show me. ... I don't see anyone. Pray, it is my eyesight that is the problem. Where is he? Either spit out words or teeth. No, please. I tried stalling him, but he was much too resourceful. Oh yeah, I think this is the rat man. The answers to your woes lie with me. And who the hell are you? We don't take kindly to outside interference, or wise guys. And what the bloody severed head of Yadron is wrong with your eyes? My name is of little importance, but my information is not. The person you're looking for, I know where he's headed. The question is, what are you willing to trade for this knowledge? To be continued in Chapter 2, A Tightening Noose. Okay, see, that's that one. Ba-ding, ba-dong. I finally recorded it, yeah.